Hi guys, welcome back to another video from Self-Sufficient Mama. On my video today, I'm going to be going over the FLCCC's update that they did last week, May 12th. This is going to be going over the information about ivermectin and how the data is distorted and dismissed as treatment for COVID-19. So in their update, Dr. Pierre Corey goes over his data and information on the WHO and why ivermectin has been dismissed as treatment. He talks about the American Journal of Therapeutics. You can find his publication on journals.lww.com. It's basically going to go over the independent studies and conclusion on ivermectin used as a prophylaxis and treatment for the use of COVID-19. He's also going to go over the independent studies on how Japan, Spain, Italy, UK, Mexico, and other countries are using ivermectin as treatment and prevention of COVID-19. So here's the data that Dr. Corey shared on their update. So in late December, Mexico was overrun by death and hospitalizations. So Mexico adopted a nationwide treatment with ivermectin. At the time, and since then, they've only had 1 to 5% of vaccination. So all of this and everything getting better has nothing to do with vaccines because none of their population basically is vaccinated. So all of these recoveries and preventions have been from ivermectin solely. So the vaccines are not helping. It's ivermectin that's helping. Also, he pointed out that no major news media sources are talking about ivermectin and how it's helped with the treatments and the lack of spreading of COVID in their country, and he is highly curious and concerned as to why. Also in India, the states are using ivermectin and they have lowered their COVID fatalities and cases by using ivermectin alone, and that is also not being covered in their media. So why is the WHO, Canada, parts of Africa, South Africa, even the United States, why are they strongly disapproving the use of ivermectin as a therapeutic treatment? Well, Dr. Pierre Corey goes over this. Look up the FLCCC white paper on the WHO's disapproval of ivermectin. I am going to put that in the link below. So why do people follow the WHO's recommendations at all? Well, it's because of their history in eradicating diseases such as polio, the development of antibiotics, the eradication of smallpox. This is why people trust the WHO. Well, the WHO is not who they once were. Now their funds have a purpose, and before they didn't. Many funds come from big pharma, corporate funders. They promote the use of pharmaceutical drugs. And before, the WHO could choose their subjects and they were not funded with any specific purpose by the big pharma, so they were able to pick and choose and treat whoever they wanted to without having an agenda. So on this slide, Dr. Corey goes over the examples of the WHO's behaviors and how they started to change. He goes over the tobacco company influences and how they delayed decades of policies against tobacco. H1N1, the WHO claimed it a pandemic, and it was basically to benefit the vaccine industry. The Fukushima disaster of 2011, they dismissed and distorted the information for the harms that the nuclear radiation impacted. A lot of different things contributed to this. The interest that might employ the disinformation, which is the tactics that they used outside of the WHO. Big Pharma is number one. The sovereign nations, they're selling billions of vaccine doses to make a profit. The booster shots are in there to make more profit off of the original shots. And ivermectin was approved and safe for COVID-19 for all of the EUAs for all vaccines. It would be revoked, and then the pharmaceutical companies would not make a profit, basically. And so these are the reasons why the WHO and Canada and South Africa and the USA, they strongly disapprove of the use of ivermectin as a therapeutic treatment to treat and prevent COVID-19. The update also goes over the connection to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. We all know that this is not a big secret. As you can see on this slide, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has poured in lots and lots of money to the WHO and pharmaceutical companies, vaccines, promotions, and all. I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but you can check their update in the video from the FLCCC. They go over a very good description on the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation connection. The bottom line is there's so much disinformation against the use of ivermectin in regards to the use for it to treat COVID and as a prophylactic. And you can choose to find your own information, follow the money, look at the data, and come up with your own conclusions. The information's out there. The FLCCC's video does a great job explaining it all. And that's all I'm going to go over in my video today. I hope everyone is doing well and is healthy. Please share this information. Help us save lives. Bless you all. Until next time.